All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Morning. See if we can have us a good week this week. So I got to give y'all a little bit of a warning. I got a puppy over the weekend. So if y'all hear some little puppy whining, I'm trying to keep that out, but might come through a little bit. Sounds like a little squeaky toy. Good morning, everybody. Let's see, where are we? We're at the minus 0.5 dev, minus 2.5 dev. Kind of going sideways here. Morning. All right. Market's not moving entirely too much right now. Let's see if we can get something going here. Good morning. 1 second. All right, now we're getting a little move up. We're on a third bar chop on the 50 tick here, so got some clusters up above. We just had a SLZ here on the 30 tick with HD. So let's see if that moves up here towards these double clusters. That'd be an area I'd be cautious to go through. Might go to it, though. Morning. All right, this bar kind of popped up. So I was considering maybe taking a simplicity entry up to that level. But now, I mean, there's only about 4 points up until those clusters to the left. So it's not enough room for me to jump in this simplicity. Because if it would have given me an entry around down here, then I could have taken it up for at least a good 6 to 10 points. But yeah, since it gave me the entry here, about 3150, those double clusters are about 34, 35. So I don't want to risk that for 4 or 5, well, depends on when you get filled, 3 to 5 points. So I'll wait for the LRE, or maybe see if it'll bust up through there, see what happens. At those double clusters. See, if this bar on simplicity wouldn't have been this big bar right here, if it would have given me an entry, yeah, I was looking for an entry around here, but we got a big bar there. Yeah, it might be busting through. Let's see. Well, it's reaching the top. Reaching exactly where that last paw was. Potentially leaving another paw there. No, I'm not considering an LRE because it hasn't shown me that it can make it through there yet. So if this comes back down here where it is now, I mean, I'm not confident that it'll come back up. So I'd want to wait till it breaks that area first, that 540 area. Right, yeah, and it's behind the simplicity entry as well. But even then, looking on the 30 tick, and I mean, it may go up, but looking on the 30 tick too, we have some slight ODD here, 19%, leaving a paw on top of this paw in ZOI, and OPR potentially. DR down here is lower than what it was on the last run up. Not by much, but it is lower. So just not confident in that one. I'd wait for it to go through first. There's really not a lot of orders in there. Just the bar all the way up to that 540 almost. You had some trapped orders. I mean, lots of single digits in there. So not a lot pulling it back up. All right, so see, this is actually a simplicity short that I'd be more willing to take if it does give us a short, because it's at the top of the 50 tick chart bar. So if it gives a short back down, you can scalp it for about, close to 10 ticks or so. Gonna go ahead and take this simplicity, see if I can get a little scalp out of it. It's hitting that ZOI, so it may hesitate there. But if I could take it, let's see, where's the bottom? 516. If I could take down to that wall ZOI, see if I can get a little scalp here. And I do have a 20 tick stop for my simplicity here. It may have stopped at this this ZOI here, because it did hit that ZOI, but it didn't close the 50 tick bar. So we'll see. Oh yeah, it knocked me out. So that one didn't work. That one actually got me for 25 ticks. So I got rejected right at that ZOI. Let's see, got 1950. Oh, it actually entered me a lot lower than what I thought on the 50 tick chart. If you look, it actually hit me right at towards the bottom. I thought it was a little higher, so that's kind of my fault on that one. And it got close to the bottom there. Oh well, we'll just wait for another one. I liked the push though from the 30 tick. I was hoping that would push it more with this ODD, all this setup up here, which it did give it a little push, but it just didn't have it in it to keep going. Morning, Dan. Yeah, it's getting choppy now, and it's not moving anymore. Oh man, my no ZOI on the chart in the trade room. This is that's coming from the 30 tick. That's from the 30 tick chart. I don't know if it has it on the 30 tick chart. That's a nice, I mean, and I didn't even notice this till now looking at it, but that ZOI, if you look left, there was another ZOI there, a mini magnet there, so that's a decently strong level, and as you can see, it did get rejected right off of it. Man, we're just getting no movement right now in the market. Cluster on the 30 tick here. I gotta wait for this thing to move now to get a little trend going. So I'm gonna wait for an LRE. See if this thing gets moving for us. Yep, we're on the fourth bar. Fourth bar of chop. But see, this bar has given a fake out long so far. Well, not a fake out, but it hit that top where it gave that ODD on the 30 tick up here. Came all the way down, almost closed it, but it's just in a chop right now. All right, now it's probably going to see if it breaks it now. Got an early entry short through there. But I'm not taking it now because now we have the 4-bar chop. Now I'll look for a breakout bar. Then it'll be going right into 500. So let's see if we can get a breakout bar. This is the one got me on the first one. This one would have been nice. Finally going, but I had to wait to prove to me that it's going to go. $503.25 will be the close of the breakout bar. Of course it's going to go now. All right, we got a close of the breakout bar. There's already a simplicity entry, so can't hop in now. I got to wait for a pullback. See if we get something nice. We have a nice level down here. 495.25 on the 30 tick. Got a paw and a mini magnet there. Of course, on the 10, we got these COIs of mini magnet. Up here at about 500. Because it is breaking out, if we do get a pullback up here, I'll probably take it short, but I'll probably look for a pullback almost anywhere right now. Bad thing is we're at 500 now. See how I came up and left this mini magnet on that rose wall? That tells you that's going to keep pushing down.
Potential OP rejection on NQ.
Yeah, looking left, it is hitting the top there.
OP rejection on NQ. Double cluster NQ.
Yeah, I'll still consider taking something off of there if it pulls up to that, because
Potential TBS on
but we'll see what it looks like here. Yeah, I would prefer it up here off by that rose wall, but an LRE now, man, we got a ton of, look at all this HD build up here and on the 10 tick, but got a cluster on the 30 tick right now too. Problem is, it'll be breaking the solid line if it pulls all the way up there now. See, they laid that cluster right where that level was with the mini magnet and Paul. It's pushing down. Man, I wish I would have been in this simplicity instead of that other one. Let's see if it pulls back now. It'd be at 500. Yeah. Yeah, it just wasn't quite ready to go yet. But see, well, hold on. Let's see what happens here. That cluster moved down there to the bottom with that potential mini magnet setting up. Yeah, that cluster keeps moving. There's nothing really to tell me to take this pullback here. Because we just laid this mini magnet on this wall, or close to the wall. There's no HD or nothing. Got these clusters here. Potentially laying a mini magnet there as well. And the cluster up here where price is. I'm just going to skip it. As much as I want to catch some of this, I'm going to skip it unless it keeps moving short. But I was going to say, if you look at my entry here, I got in on this simplicity. And that's why I have around 20 ticks, because I found that, pre-market. If it goes more than 20 ticks, then usually it'll lose anyways. As you can see, it closed above the solid line up here. So you would have had to get out up here, which was 527. So I saved a couple points there. And the cluster's keeping this thing here. Building up a whole bunch of orders. Right at 12,490, we got 108 orders. Look at that. Right down here. 12,490, there's 108 orders. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of small. That's where that mini magnet is. Just about. That's where that wall is.
Double cluster YM.
It's up to 118 orders now on that. 12,490. Yeah, Todd, that's what that was. There we go. Make it a little more clear. At 116. Right there. That's an imbalance of orders for sure. 116 to 27. It's that cluster, 87 and 91 there. Might be getting a long to take that. It might. Well, we got 500, but this long might go back up to that rose wall there. Let's see if it goes up there. Because we have that cluster with a lot of buy orders. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I accidentally moved my stop. I had to grab it again. If I can take it back up there to that rose wall. We're hitting the top of the 50 tick, so let's see if it goes. I'm going to keep it. I'm not looking for much on this one. If I can grab out 5-10 points on it, I'll be happy. All right, 21 ticks, so moving to break even. Got close. There we go. Knocked me out. I wanted to stay pretty close. I threw up a cluster on the 10 tick. But, obviously I'm not confident it's going to bust right through it, so I wanted to keep it close. So now we're plus 8 ticks. That was the orders, buy versus sell. There's a lot of buy orders there, Dan. So with it clustering up and had that huge imbalance of buy orders there and gave us simplicity long, and it had a nice target up here, gave me the confidence because see how it went sideways with all these clusters, left that mini magnet here on the 30 and the 10. That was just a whole bunch of buy orders right down here, and then it popped it up with a simplicity long. I'm not taking this pullback though, by the way. I'm not taking this. Because it had just enough for it to push it up. So, it's It's coming back down and testing this little 500 top area, but see, that's why I didn't want to take that pullback, because yeah. Yeah, I jumped in that one kind of quick after I decided to take it. I didn't even have time to really to use my chart trader on that one, my buy high, because the bar had just closed, and I decided to go ahead and go for it. Oh, that's good, Sean. You at least were able to grab some profit on it. Yeah, February. Yeah, February's shaping out last week, and started shaping out to be better. uh, like I've said, I've never had a whole entire month be that way, but that bad market wise. But I've had a couple weeks, but not an entire month. So hopefully things are looking better. Might be getting a short underneath this, but I'm not going to take it because we're at the bottom of the 50 tick. I'll wait for a bar to close or a pullback. So I'm not taking a simplicity entry, and it's going right into the deviation right here, right into the minus 7.7. 30 tick is in a ODD state currently. We do have the DR with a big hill, little hill down here. So, not really confident in it. I'll wait for a pullback. We do have a nice target down here, this green I block, institutional block with ZOI and a cluster there to the left. So see if it continues short the 50 tick. We got to look here to the left at this deviation. It was kind of choppy. The bottom of it was right at about 477. So we'll keep that in mind. 477. See if this busts this area here. So if I was to take a pullback, I'd want it to be below this wall. Below this wall area, this 80, 82, below that.
Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
Was a little distracted on that first one I took. At the same time, I still like my read on it, but for those of y'all that ain't here, when I first jumped on, If y'all hear the little whining in the background, that's because I got a new puppy. And she kept kind of running around my feet, whining. That's never good while you're trading. So just ignore it if y'all hear that in the background a little bit.
TX on NQ.
I had to move her to the other room.
With exhaustion box on NQ.
She's a little miniature pincher. I already have one. He's 2.5 years old, and then got another one. She's about 9 weeks old. Yeah, he stays in my office with me, but so I had her in here, and I was like, okay, that's not a good idea. Not with a puppy. Yeah, right, Dan. So after commissions, I'm only about $32 in the profit. But I'll take it. But see, that's also why I love LREs and simplicity for the ratio, risk reward ratio. See how that first trade I took a 25 tick loss, and now I'm up 8 ticks on the next trade. So that's what helped my discipline so much. Yeah, sometimes you have to, Dan, in those situations for sure. In this case, with it being a puppy, I could just put her in the other room. You can't just put your 2-year-old child. I mean, I guess you can, but can't cage him up. It's so hard. I remember when I first started trading, I didn't realize how hard it is to trade with a lot of commotion going on. And it's just weird how it amplifies everything. Here's an iPad. Yeah, exactly. Jeff. All right, you see, we still have that ODD state going on in the on the 30 tick here with the cluster now. Exhaustion box, trapped orders. 38%, big hill, little hill. Man, I'm not really expecting this to go long, but I mean, it can go anywhere really, but I don't know. I'm just not seeing. Well, I guess I'm not really seeing a very good read to go, like a big move to go long or short, really. I mean, you have this area down here at about 465. That could be a nice target, but now this has shaped up here at about 540 to be a nice area to target as well. So, but with the way the market's moving, this one's, I mean, I don't know. I don't see a real shot at either one in the immediate, but Simplicity is trying to go long. This could be another little mini scout back up to the top of the 50 tick, but I don't know. I'm just not really. I mean, we do have the ODD here with the cluster and everything. Doctor. Yeah, we had that HD building up too on the 10 tick as well. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting a couple mixed signals here, so I'm just gonna just hang tight and see if we can get a nice directional trade. Because see, I mean, that looking at the simplicity chart, I mean, this was that nice move that I was early on. Then we had another little scalp back up. Now, because you can see how it's still in a downwards trend. Hasn't pulled back quite up. You know, just looking at the simplicity chart. So let's see what happens. Let's see, what level is that cluster? I want to see that cluster. How many orders are in it? 486.25-ish. Yeah, there's about 56 to 45 orders.
Double cluster and Q.
So now we got getting some low digits in here. We close the gap back to February 1st. Let's see. You know what? My 30 tick is not loading all the days again. I'll have to well, there's no point of really reloading it now. So I'll be looking for some HD on the 30 tick here because you see how, we're trending down, pull back, trend down further, ODD. This is pulling back. If it doesn't reach this last pullback, we're almost at getting some HD here. So if it doesn't pull back anymore and this gets some HD and heads down, might be our push, might be our indicator that it'll push through. It's at 127% now, so it's HD if the bar closes down. Which maybe it'll close this 50 tick bar first, 503. And it'll still be HD if it closes that and then goes down. All right, it closed the 50 tick bar. Now let's see what it wants to do here. $158% now. Potential Xbox. or exhaustion box. No trapped orders, but that went away. Rose wall is at 509.50-ish. It's pushing up there. All right, let's see if it's going to break through long or if it's going to come back down short here. Here's our tested area. We're getting close to our test to see where it wants to go.
Potential TX on YM. Potential double TX on YM.
I mean, it's fine too if it goes long, but as long as it doesn't chop, that's all I care about. Just don't get choppy. Also, we got to keep in mind this is that 500 area too, so that's good reason why it's oscillating here. Back and forth through it. Potential Paul and Xbox on the 30 right there. And trapped orders and OPR. And HD. See if this bar closes down. Well, those went away. See if this closes down. $494.75 is where the bar needs to close. All right, might get it. Let's see.
Potential OP rejection on NQ. OP rejection on NQ.
Struggling. I'd probably wait below the dev just because seeing that it's, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take it, but I probably would wait just because it hasn't really broke through it in a while, really good. So, and since we had ODD there on the 30, I mean, you could have potentially taken it from the bar close if it gave an entry down to the deviation. I mean, that's a good 10 points there, but But just with how much it's hesitating in this area, I'd probably just wait until it's below to be safe.
Potential TX on NQ.
Yeah, we got the 4-bar chop on the 50. Just waiting to see. This is the area right here at this level. It keeps struggling at. We lost our 30 tick indication that it could push short if it closed down. So we lost that. So now I'm not really considering anything at the moment short, but or not reading anything. Now, if it does lay this mini magnet on that ZOI, that would be interesting because that's that same level with the rose wall here. And we have ODD on the 10, and we haven't been able to, like, this is the second test of that because that's where I took my simplicity up to. So it'll be interesting what happens here. I've tried that too myself. I want to. I asked it to write a script, Ninja script code for something. And yeah, I could never get it to the Ninja script to take the code that it was giving me.
Double cluster NQ.
I'm sure it was probably something I was doing wrong because I have no idea what I'm doing with that. But I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody else really trying to use it to write Ninja script or whatever language that is. Yeah, I saw something about that. It like guarantees you 100% uptime. And I don't know what else. I think a couple other features. Oh, yeah, that's what it was, Doctor. Yeah, I remember that. Because I looked up what it was, and then I asked it to write code in that. It wrote a code. I just couldn't get it. I think it was probably something whatever I was doing to import it or put it into the Ninja script. I don't know. So we have double clusters here on the 30 tick now. Still leaving that mini magnet on that ZOI, potentially. Looks like it will. We can get this closed at 494.75 right there. But we have double clusters too, so it could continue some chop. All right, the bar closed on the 30 tick. Let's see if that'll push it or if that'll make us chop. Because the double clusters. Oh man, I had a trailing ATM like that. I have to look for the settings, but I had a trailing ATM. Well, you know what? Never mind. I guess it's easier for my charts. I don't know if you're, because I'm using the, I have exactly 10 tick bars. So I had an ATM that it would trail the bar. Like if it's going short, it would trail the top of the bar here with each new bar. And every time it'd create a new bar, it'd move down one. I had an ATM that did that. But that's because there's set 10 ticks, so that's pretty easy. If you're using minute candles or something, yeah, I guess you'd need a separate indicator for that. Yeah, simplicity is good on CL as well. Yes, I have tried it on UB. I've tried most things. Um, the problem with UB, well, because it doesn't move like the bonds markets doesn't move very much, so you get a lot of weird crossovers and things like that. So it wasn't really that good. I couldn't really find any strategy that was really good for that market. For me, anyways. On the 6th bar on the 50 tick now. And we're still near 500. Not sure this will move much anymore till after the open. Yeah, you see how it's oscillating quite a bit here. So if I would have taken this simplicity, depends where I would have got in. If I would have taken this early entry here, 498.50, it popped up. I may have gotten stopped out on this little pullback. But then if I would have taken the actual regular entry, it would have been here, 92. And you see how it's pulling back here and kind of oscillating. Probably would have knocked me out here too. So definitely good to avoid that area. Well, the indicator that was made that I'm using here for that Michael made, this follows the high and low of the candle here, and you could set it within. So obviously this is not tied to orders, but if this little tool can follow the high and low of the candle, I'm sure you can maybe pin some ATM with it. Maybe, I don't know. See, this one you have an offset. This one, so you could set the ticks on this one. So I'd imagine you could. There's a way to do it. What you're wanting, I want to. I don't know how. I can't code, so I have no idea. Jordan volatility index would be for CL. It's OVX. That's the actual one. But anytime I've used simplicity with CL, the VIX works works way better, and it shows up way better. So I would personally use the VIX. Yeah, see, doctor, you're already losing me there. OVZ? I could have swore it was OVX. See, I have it in my database, OVX, for the volatility index for oil. But either way, I think for me, the VIX has worked 20 million times better. It keeps the simplicity lines way tighter versus the OVX is like extremely spread. All right, we're getting a lot of clusters here. We're on the 6th bar of chop. So I'm probably gonna call it a day with my 8 tick profit there. It's getting close. 9:17. See you, Vegas. You have a great day. Yeah, so I'm not gonna take any more shots at it this morning. Got 2 trades, 1 loss, 1 win for a small profit. So I hope all y'all have a great day, a good Monday. Don't see any news really to look out for, so yep. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Trade well, everybody. Take care.